is Juliana Bibbins, and I will be informing you about neonatal nurses. On April 6, 2001, my twin brother and sister, Crimson and Cameron, were born. They were both premature, and Crimson's lungs were not fully developed. I was only 18 months old, so I was not exactly sure what was going on. All I knew was that I wanted to see, touch, and hold my new twin siblings. My daddy traveled from Athens to Huntsville once the twins were transported to be with everyone. It was a scary time in our lives, but we got through it. I have heard this story all of my life, and the neonatal nurses are always a constant variable throughout. Babies are born every day. No one wants their baby to have to go into the NICU, but reality is that it happens. According to Stanford Children's Health in the U.S., nearly 500,000 babies are born premature, and many of these babies also have low birth rates. Twins, triplets, and other multiples often are admitted to the NICU, as they tend to be born earlier and smaller than single-birth babies. Babies with medical conditions such as heart problems, infections, or birth defects are also cared for in the NICU. In the NICU, a neonatal nurse will care for your baby in ways that you do not know how. Before time for your new baby to come home, they will help you become more comfortable with the care and daily activities of your baby. From my research and hearing about the personal experience from my parents, I've discovered that a neonatal nurse plays a very important role in the critical care of babies. Today I will tell you what education and training a neonatal nurse has to have, what their job description entails, and how much they get paid. Let's start by examining what education and training a neonatal nurse has to have in order to accomplish the care of a critical baby. There are a few options that a person who wants to become a neonatal nurse can take. According to the National Association of Neonatal Nurses, there are 3 ways that one can become a NICU nurse. First, you can receive an associate's degree. This usually takes 2 or 3 years to obtain. Next, you can get a bachelor degree. This type of degree will take you 4 years to receive. And finally, you can enroll in a diploma degree. You can obtain a diploma degree through a hospital-based school. Once you have obtained your degree, you have to take the NCLEX. After you have completed all of this, then you can try to get a job. The National Association of Neonatal Nurses explains that some neonatal units like for you to have prior experience in infant care, though most will hire new graduate nurses with strong interest in the NICU and have orientation programs that teach you how to care for sick infants. Most hospitals like for you to have lots of training prior to beginning a job in another unit. Working as a pediatric nurse, a pediatric intensive care unit nurse, labor and delivery nurse, maternal child nurse, and others will help you get a job in the NICU. Along with having good on-the-job training, you need good certifications. As stated in the Nurse Journal, in addition to basic life support and advanced cardiovascular life support, it's good to have neonatal resuscitation program, pediatric advanced life support, and a stable program. Having extra training and good certification can help you receive a job as a neonatal nurse. Now that we have discussed what type of education and training you need to become a NICU nurse, let's explore what their job description entails. According to nurse.org, a neonatal nurse works with infants born with a variety of problems such as premature birth, surgical complications, heart malfunctions, birth defects, and infection. Caring for infants is a big part of a neonatal nurse's job, but I believe that a neonatal nurse is much more than just a caregiver. They are family during hard times, motivators, encouragers, counselors, and friends. I've heard many people say that all of the knowledge and training in the world will not be the only things that get you through a neonatal nursing job. According to Anna Windermere, you have to be compassionate, have good stability, good critical thinking skills, and be able to communicate well. When my parents tell the story of Crimson and Cameron, the neonatal nurses that helped in their care are always mentioned as well. Their job description went above and beyond the physical care of the twins. Mom and Daddy says that they were there for them when they did not mentally know what they were going to do. The neonatal nurses became their friends. The neonatal nurses took care of my twin brother and sister with much more than just a degree in nursing. As I have discussed, there are several things that help you become a NICU nurse and all that the job entails. Furthermore, this job offers great reward. A neonatal nurse's salary depends on the education they have received, and other things such as experience, training, and the levels. According to nurse.org, the highest earning wage is $92,000, the average is $58,500, and the lowest is $40,000. There are some factors that affect this number. On nurse.org, they explain that there are 3 levels that can affect your hourly wage. Level 1 is where you care for the healthy infants that have a short stay in the hospital. Level 2 is for premature or sick babies, and Level 3 is the NICU, where babies need specialized care and equipment such as ventilators. Now that we have learned about a neonatal nurse's salary, let's review what we have learned about this career choice. We have learned that a neonatal nurse has to work very hard to receive their reward. Everyone cannot do this job, and those that want to do it have to have more than just a knowledge-based curriculum to accomplish it. Although this job can be difficult, the rewards of a neonatal nurse pays off. According to the National Association of Neonatal Nurses, about 40,000 infants with low birth weights are born each year. This means that your baby or someone you know will have a baby that has to be cared for in the NICU and will be affected by the work of a neonatal nurse. Crimson and Cameron both survived their stay in the NICU. My family was very lucky. Crimson's lungs fully developed, and Cameron learned to not stop breathing in her sleep. They are both 17 now. Crimson plays football and plans to continue his football career in college. Cameron manages the football team and is always standing by her brother every Friday night. I'm so proud of the young people they have become, and they will always be my inspiration to become a neonatal intensive care unit nurse. Thank you.